I'm a lizard.
Hey, and welcome to Connect. Today, we're going to talk about the Metaverse.
Hey, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the Metaverse and why it is the worst invention in the history of mankind. Also, I'm going to be physically entering the Metaverse, so I've even consented to allowing
Mark, give me the Zuck.
to steal all of my personal information just to make this video.
Oh, I'm doing good. It's another day in the Metaverse, man. I haven't showered in a couple days, I think. That's fun. Yeah.
You haven't showered in a couple days?
No, I haven't. I'm living in the Metaverse, man.
We're in for quite the ride in this one, so let's get right into it. Mark Zuckerberg loves to connect people by making them less connected to reality and more connected to large corporations.
Yeah, I agree.
In my opinion, 100 years from today, Mark will go down as one of the worst human beings to ever touch Earth.
That you need to focus and try not to let stuff bother you as much as possible. But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human, still.
A few years ago, after realizing that Facebook was a garbage product, Mark got inspired after watching the movie Ready Player One and tried his best to recreate that movie using his incredible finger painting skills and the code from Super Mario 64. And this is what we got.
What the heck? What the fuck? What is going on? What the What? What? Are children allowed to
But
be in
I'm
the
very good at
Metaverse?
basketball.
I feel like I feel like that should be a crime.
I think you're pretty dumb, man.
Everything that Mark Zuckerberg has ever created has been proven to be nothing but an addictive waste of time. And as of today, the Metaverse has been nothing but a failure. It looks terrible, the functionality sucks, the characters literally don't have legs, and it's just not fun. However, after personally experiencing this alternate reality myself, I honestly don't think it's going to continue on like this. Given the fact that a large majority of the humans I interacted with in the Metaverse were children.
Here, let me friend you. Hold up. Let me friend you.
I'm quite confident that virtual reality like this is the future. And it's sad to say, but if Meta can indoctrinate children to play on this absolutely, objectively, terrible excuse for entertainment.
You just woke up and you got on the Metaverse first thing?
Yeah.
No! God, please, no! No!
What's your
Who knows what Meta will be able to accomplish in 10 years when this product is actually somewhat good. And here's the problem. The Metaverse is not going anywhere. It's only going to get better, and it's only going to get more addicting over the next few years. So this might not be popular today, but it's 2022, not 2005. We now know the long-term effects of using apps like Instagram and TikTok for young children. There's no more excuse for these parents to allow their children to be exposed to stuff like the Metaverse at the age of 10.
What are your thoughts on the current socio-economic state of the world?
I have no idea what you just said. I'm only 10.
And it's time for parents to start teaching their kids about the dangers of this type of stuff, the traps of the constant consumerism, the lack of free thinking, the censorship, the extreme social isolation, and this level of immersion that has never been seen before. There are so many things in the Metaverse that cannot possibly benefit a child in any way aside from little bits of dopamine. Yet, in the current and next generation of kids, there will continue to be parents who are 100% okay with allowing their children to be on these platforms for more than 4 hours a day. And guess what? Those kids are done before they even turn 12. And it's not the kids' fault, it's the parents' fault. However, we live in a culture with a lack of accountability. And if you're planning on being one of these parents, do us all a favor and just don't have kids. The problem nowadays isn't that we're too disconnected from reality, it's that we're not connected to reality enough, and there's serious consequences to having a world overrun by nothing but consumerism and technology. And when you have a soulless company like Meta behind it, it becomes nothing but a recipe for disaster. Once the metaverse is mainstream, it will have an awful impact on society as a whole, just like Mark's other companies already have.
We're building a better way.
I mean, there will literally be a day where the metaverse will be a full-on control mechanism on the mind, the body, and the soul of its users. There will be people who actually live in the metaverse. The metaverse is a stepping stone to trapping its users into an alternate reality where they think this is where they need to go in order to have a good time.
Things get to terrible places one tiny step at a time. You know, if I encroach on you and I'm sophisticated about it, I'm going to encroach 2 millimeters. I'm going to encroach right to the point where you start to protest. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to wait. Then you're going to calm down. Then I'm going to encroach again right to the point where you protest. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to wait. And I'm just going to do that forever.
There will be people trapped in a tiny apartment, but content with that fact because they can go anywhere they want, whenever they want, when in reality, all they're doing is living in their own personal hell on earth, just owned and controlled by Mark Zuckerberg, of all people. And the question is that really the world you want to willingly participate in bolstering up as the future of technology? Because there is a world in which this could never get popularized, but it starts with you and me. And our position on this needs to never change. I don't want to sound like one of those old dorks in the 1990s saying the internet was only for nerds, because as we all know, there is a huge advantage to the internet, which is the ease of access to information. I can learn almost any skill I want to with a quick search on YouTube. And there's obviously benefits to that. I can confidently say I've lived a better life due to the fact that I've spent hundreds, if not thousands of hours watching YouTube videos focused on self-improvement. But we already have the ease of access to useful information. What we need to do is use the internet as a way to increase the quality of life in the real world, not use the internet as a completely alternate reality. If there's one thing I learned in 2020, it's that we humans are meant to connect with each other and with the nature of the amazing world around us, not escape into some alternative online universe. And look, the real world is not perfect, far from it. But the reason why I'm so passionate about the metaverse and why it's bad is that although I'm young, and I know you guys don't know me too well, I've experienced a lot in my short time on this planet. And to know there's younger generations out there that won't get to experience the loving relationships, the productive work, the enjoyable activities, and just the beauty of life that lies ahead of them due to the pure ill intent of this one company and this one man, that is heartbreaking. I'd be the first one to admit our world is heavily flawed, but there truly is beauty in the struggle of life and seeing your progression, or looking back on old, better times and taking action to change for the best. To put it into perspective, there's going to be a day where I look back on this exact video and think, wow, I miss those times when I had 475 subscribers on YouTube and $3 left in my bank account. And it's terrible because we know for a fact that Meta does not have good intentions. They don't care about you or me, just lining their own pockets. This has been proven time and time again. And they're not dumb. They haven't invested $15 billion into this garbage because they know it will fail long term. They're doing this because although people might not be interested today, they will be in the future. There will absolutely be a day where you're offered some VR headset for free at the cost of nothing but your consciousness. And it's up to me and you, one person at a time, to fully get this through our heads that this is not a good thing and will never be a good thing, and it won't end up helping anyone in the grand scheme of things. Again, this day is not today, but it's coming. The question is, will you own nothing and be happy, or will you fight against what you know for a fact to be wrong? But that's just what I think. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And be sure to subscribe for more subpar commentary videos. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Maybe I'll just try bouncing. Oh, you fucking asshole.
I got you.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.